If you want to ride the longevity dragon for longer, then my friend, you have to quit sugar forever. No exceptions, no just one bite, no it's only a little, because sugar is not just sweet, it's a seduction in disguise. It's the silent thief that steals your collagen, your clarity, your calmness, and your youth one spoonful at a time. Sugar equals glycation, and glycation equals rapid aging. As simple as that. Every time you indulge on it, that innocent sweetness fuses with your proteins and fats, forming advanced glycation end, which is a product of AGEs, literally named after what they do. They age you. They stiffen your skin, clog your cells, inflame your arteries, and exhaust your mitochondria. But this story didn't start with you. We are going to dive deep into why sugar has such a tight grip on your life, how it affects your body, and most importantly, why quitting it can be the key to transforming your health. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly why breaking up with sugar could be the best decision you ever make for your body, mind, and long-term well-being. Let's get started, baby. Put it this way, you were born married to sugar without your consent, as your parents were not only programmed into a norm of having sugar in the diet, but they also brought you into this world full of it and doomed to have it in your diet. So you were born destined to have sugar cravings in your body from the very start, as your mother would eat it while breastfeeding you, or the worst scenario is if you were fed with the baby formula, which will definitely contain some form of sugar in it. You start consuming it by no choice from a very early age, okay? Consequently, you will learn that sugar is always on the table and sweets are always there, as they are considered to be compulsory part of happy childhood. Now, if we dig deeper into subjects of food industry, sugar is added to every food out there, period. In fact, if you start reading the labels of what you're buying, you will struggle to buy something without it if you were to decide to have a sugar-free lifestyle. Okay? The truth about glycation, the sugar burn that ages you. Glycation is what happens when sugar meets your proteins, a slow internal caramelization that literally burns you from the inside out. Each time excess glucose circulates through your bloodstream, it binds to proteins and fats, creating sticky molecular clumps known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs are as destructive as their name suggests. They weaken collagen and elastin, the very fibers that keep your skin firm, your joints flexible, and your organs youthful. Inside your body, they cross-link tissues, stiffen blood vessels, slow oxygen delivery, and ignite inflammation at the cellular level, okay? What begins as sweetness on your tongue ends as stiffness in your arteries, cloudiness in your mind, and sagging in your skin. Glycation doesn't just make you look older, it makes you biologically older. It's the difference between graceful aging and accelerated decline. And every spoon of sugar decides which path you take. Why sugar is so addictive? Sugar isn't addictive by coincidence. It's addictive by design. The moment it hits your tongue, it triggers a surge of dopamine, the same pleasure chemical released when we fall in love, achieve success, or receive affection. Your brain lights up, your mood lifts, and your nervous system records that sensation as reward. Over time, the cycle wires the brain to crave that same chemical high again and again, building dependence not just emotionally but biochemically. It's loop of instant gratification, spike, crash, repeat, one that hijacks your hormones, dulls your taste buds, and tricks your body into mistaking toxicity for comfort. The sad fact is that sugar is linked to happiness and joy. Environmentally, it is everywhere you go, whether you are a kid or an adult, starting with kindergarten, schools, workplaces, grocery stores, hospitality places, and so on. So not only you are doomed to have sugar, but you are continuously hypnotized to have it through the media ads or social influence as it becomes your environment inevitably. And for you, you just go with it with no ability to say no, as you were told ever since you were a baby. Sugar is energy that feeds your brain, and it's okay to have it. Okay, now let's discuss what sugar is, where it comes from, and what it does to your body. Sugarcane was first cultivated in New Guinea around 8000 BCE, and 500 BCE, India had mastered sugar extraction. The spread of sugar production through the Islamic world, Europe, and eventually the Caribbean led to widespread plantation systems reliant on enslaved labor, just like diamonds. The Industrial Revolution made sugar widely available and affordable, contributing to modern health issues like obesity and diabetes and other absolutely nasty degenerative diseases and aging. So now let's talk about what happens to your body when you eat sugar. When you eat sugar or processed carbs, your body kicks into action immediately. The hypothalamus, your brain's control center, senses the surge in blood sugar and sends a signal through the autonomic system to your pancreas. Here is where the beta cells in the pancreas come into play, okay? They get the message and release insulin, which then acts like a cleanup crew, steering the extra glucose out of your body, out of your bloodstream, and into the cells for energy and further for fat storage. But if you are constantly eating sugar, your beta cells are working overtime, flooding your system with insulin, okay? In the long run, your cells become insensitive or less responsive, leading to insulin resistance, making it harder for the body to manage sugar and setting the stage in your health schema for type 2 diabetes. And here is how cascade down starts. When your blood sugar inevitably crashes after that energy spike, your adrenal glands then get involved. They release cortisol, the stress hormone, which tells your liver to release stored glucose to stabilize things. This keeps happening every time you have sugar crash. And if it is frequent enough, your adrenal glands stay on a high alert, continuously pumping out cortisol. This constant stress further contributes to insulin resistance, creating a vicious cycle. Adrenaline joins in as well, cortisol fueling the flight and fight response and dumping even more stored glucose into your bloodstream to give you a quick burst of energy. And while all this is going on, leptin is the hormone that regulates your appetite, or the hormone that tells your brain that you're full. So now it's being thrown out of the balance and made you hungry and hungry again, regardless of your eating schedule, okay? And with your body in a constant sugar rush, your brain in return stops responding to leptin signals. So even when you had enough to eat, you still feel hungry. This leptin resistance leads to overeating, weight gain, and a sluggish metabolism. So here is the cycle. Ingested sugar spikes your blood sugar. Beta cells pump out insulin to clean up the mess. Cortisol and adrenaline from your adrenals step in when blood sugar crashes. And leptin stops telling your body that you are full and make you hungry for no reason. Unless you break free, your body is stuck in a sugar-driven roller coaster that deprives you of energy, induces unwanted weight gain, and leads to long-term health issues. Okay, the continuous damage keeps happening and happening. Accordingly, the insulin depletion in the system elicits increase in cortisol and decrease in leptin secretion. Therefore, high cortisol makes you stressed and fatigued, contributing to unwanted weight gain. Meanwhile, decreased leptin makes you hungry and prone to, furthermore, undesirable weight gain and slows down your metabolism, like a lose-lose scenario. Okay, as an outcome, if you constantly consume sugar in your daily diet over a prolonged period of time, it eventually puts a strain on your organs such as your pancreas, which constantly release insulin, and your adrenals, which continuously stimulated to release cortisol and adrenaline. That's why your body eventually creates sensitivities to both insulin and cortisol. Not only that, but in the long run, it creates hormonal disbalance in the body, which affects your mental and physical health. It also ruins your teeth, causes your gut microbiome destruction, which weakens your immune system, impacts your brain health, and affects your mind's well-being, depletes your energy production, compromises your whole body works, and even affects your skin. That's all. So, what does it actually mean? It means that when your body tolerance is weakened and your immune system is consistently compromised, it opens up the doors for continuous inflammation, and you begin to experience health issues. Those could be expressed as common weight gain, visceral fat accumulation, cholesterol problems, heart disease, skin disorder, low stamina, gut irritation aka IBS and dysbiosis, autoimmune disorders, degenerative diseases, gout disease, dementia, hypertension, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Last but not least, another concerning aspect of the sugary diet is aging, which is a scary thing as well, especially for women. Premature aging is likewise a byproduct of sugar consumption, and here is how sugar ages you. Sugar accelerates aging by triggering a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to proteins and fats in your body, creating harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. So these AGEs damage collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep your skin firm and useful, and once it is damaged internally, it leads your skin to wrinkles and sagging. On top of that, excess sugar increases inflammation and oxidative stress, which furthermore breaks down cells and speeds up the aging process both internally and externally. So when you do come to the point when you feel unhappy, lack of energy, consistently symptomatic, ill, overweight, and health deprived, you start looking for answers. And unfortunately, when it comes to debunking health issues, all the roads lead to the root of the problems, which are usually hidden in your day-to-day lifestyle and diet, my friend. As simple as that, okay? My take on it. As a natural health practitioner, I always dig into person's diet when they enter my door The first question in my holistic intake form is, do you have sugar in your diet? Then I would send them away to fill out the list of foods they're consuming every day for a week. And when they come back, we come to the fact that sugar is there daily as a staple food of their household. Then, as a number one step, I remove sugar from the diet for 21 days, replacing it with better food options and supplementation and introducing some exercise into their lifestyles. Then, when the first habit forms and they feel a difference in how they feel and how they look, and it encourages them to go for longer until they don't want it anymore. As a result, first and foremost, they lose weight, and on top of it, they gain many health benefits, improve their stamina, and strengthen their immune system. Secondly, after 3 weeks, it heals their microbiome. Their gut starts to work properly. Their hormones start synchronizing better. They develop a better sleep pattern. Their inflammation subsides. Their immune system strengthens, and their skin glows inside out. Okay, this feeling of state being feeling so well takes over and becomes their drive and their will to stay that way for as long as they can, after which they never want to go back. Okay, personally, I've been sugar-free for almost 20 years. I am 50 now, and I'm killing it on all fronts. My energy levels are very, very good. I literally jump out of my skin, okay? And I'm not bragging, but enthusiastically sharing. Now, why I quit sugar? Because my husband was diagnosed with diabetes, and because we knew that the sensitivity was in his genes, and his father died from it at 62 years of age. We woke up to it fast and hard and implemented all the changes immediately. We took sugar out of the house completely. Alongside, I have completely turned my life around and changed my profession to a natural health practitioner. But that's just a side talk. As a part of my journey, it took me long years to study, then to master it in my life first and share it with others, helping those who struggled with health. Now, in saying that, quitting sugar doesn't necessarily mean quitting joy, okay? Please don't think your life has ended. There is so much to indulge on when it comes to food. There are healthy alternatives out there like fruit and varieties of sweeteners such as stevia and monk fruit blends with erythritol that could be used for baking and cooking that do not compromise your health at all and give you a complete feeling of normal life. And if you want to have sugar-free ice cream or sugar-free chocolates, just pick the healthy choices in the store when you're food shopping. It is widely spread available in any country these days. It is 100% doable when traveling too. And I'm not telling you that sometimes you can't have gelato when you are in Italy or creme brulee when you visit France, okay? Of course, you can do it sometimes. Just do it wisely and exercise your discipline not to lose your sanity when breaking the good habit. All I'm saying is that when you already obtained your freedom from sugar and got your health balance and well-being back without going crazy, you can cheat sometimes and make exceptions for it in small amounts, occasionally, no questions asked. But it is only if you wanted to. Deep down, I believe you wouldn't want to, okay? Let's round up. Looking 2 decades down the line, I never looked back on quitting sugar. Considering my busy lifestyle, where it is not that easy to control the eating environment, especially when traveling. I just don't want anything to do with it anymore. I don't want sugar in my diet anymore, and this sweet seductiveness. Over the years, I have unlearned completely what it is olfactory-wise. For me, I don't have a good sensation when I ingest sugars anymore. My skin breaks out, responds to it completely instantly. I have energy crash, and I absolutely hate it when I have to do it to myself, as the downtime is greater than the moment of its sweet pleasure, okay? Therefore, I always say no to the dessert offerings when I'm outing. I don't want it, and it is always my choice. Mind you, when you lived almost 2 decades free from sugar and witnessed biological age reversal unfolding before your eyes, when you feel better than you did in your 20s and it radiates in the way you look, staying that way becomes second nature. I'm genuinely obsessed with the results, and I intend to preserve them for as long as I am alive. After all, why would anyone return to what accelerates aging, weakens the body, and invites disease in the first place? In the end, quitting sugar isn't about restriction. It's about reclaiming your power and freedom. It's the moment you choose clarity over chaos, healing over habit, and longevity over instant gratification. Because when you free your body from the constant biochemical noise sugar creates, every organ begins to function the way it was designed to, in a rhythm, in harmony, in youth. Your hormones stabilize, your mind clears, your energy returns, and your skin begins to glow with vitality instead of inflammation. That's not a miracle. It's your natural state restored. So, if you truly want to preserve your youth and live long with purpose, quit sugar and never look back, because nothing tastes as good as feeling ageless truly feels. If it spoke to you, leave a comment below and share it with people that need to hear this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.